In this video, I'll go through 10 ways that you can save up money to buy a house much faster than you thought you could. And if you stick into the end and use these strategies, you will be able to save up for a down payment on a house before the end of 2024. First, let's go over the wealth building triangle. Each point on the triangle represents one way to build up your money in your bank. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we have increase your income. On the bottom right-hand corner, we have decrease your expenses. And at the top point, we have increase your skills. It is simple, right? Yet most people don't have a solid plan for doing these three things. In this video, we'll go in more depth on creating your plan for wealth building, starting with increasing your income, then decreasing your expenses, and finally, increasing your skill set. Let's start with the first point, increasing your income. Now, there are several ways to increase your income. One way is to start a side hustle. For example, you could sign up for Uber or Lyft if you have a car. This is a great way to meet new people as you make money before or after your normal job. The second thing you can do is sell your services on Upwork or Fiverr, which can be anything simple from proofreading resumes, doing audiobook voiceovers, or online tutoring. Finally, the third thing you can do is work a second job. You can be a barista, a waiter, a pet sitter, babysitter, or a retail worker. Now, the second thing you'll want to do to increase your income is to invest. You can invest in the stock market, specifically into index funds such as VOO, VUG, or VNQ. VOO is like holding a piece of the largest companies in the United States. VUG, on the other hand, is like holding a piece of the largest companies that are growing fast in the US. And VNQ is like holding a piece of US land and real estate, including malls, apartments, and office buildings. And the best time to buy all these index funds is as soon as possible. Because, as you can see from this graph of VOO, since the beginning of the stock market, companies continue to grow and build wealth for their investors. Though there are dips and crashes, the stock market always recovers and provides a 7 to 10% average return on an annual basis. Now, the third thing you can do to increase your income is to work overtime. Most companies will pay you 1.5 times the normal hourly wage if you work longer than 8 hours a day or longer than 5 days a week. And they'll pay you 2 times the hourly wage if you work longer than 12 hours or more than 6 days a week. Specifically ask companies that you apply to if they have opportunities for overtime. Personally, I found this the best way to build up money when I first started investing in real estate. The first 3 years of my pharmacy career, I picked up overtime every week, sometimes up to 3 to 5 times per week. Now, the second point on the wealth building triangle is decreasing your expenses. The best way I found to do this is renting a room instead of renting a whole house or an apartment. One great way to find a room at a shared house is Facebook housing groups. There are groups specific for college and professional housing, for example. You can also try roomies.com, Craigslist Room and Shares, or apartments.com. Or you can ask your friends if they want to room with you, and then you guys can find a house together. Now, the second way you can decrease your expenses is by reducing your utility bills. Save energy by switching all your light bulbs to LED, turn off the lights, and program your HVAC to turn off when you're not at home while you're at work. Save on water bills by making sure your sprinklers are on a drip system. If you are a renter, you can also ask the landlord if you can do the landscaping in exchange for paying $60 to $100 per month less in rent, which is a typical landscaping cost. You can also ask utility companies for discounts or government-funded affordability programs. My internet company, for example, provides something called the Affordable Connectivity Program for renters who live in a certain neighborhood or make less than a certain income. Now, the third way you can decrease your expenses is by saving money on gas. Consider carpooling with a friend or coworker to save gas, or you can consider biking instead. Finally, the fourth way you can decrease your expenses is by cooking instead of eating out. Personally, I shop at Costco and usually spend $150 every 2 weeks to buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this adds up to $300 per month versus eating out, which is more like $15 to $20 per meal. If you have just 2 meals every day for 30 days, that adds up to $900 to $1,200 per month. This is a difference of $900 per month or $11,000 per year. So let me put this all together. Let's say you rent a room rather than a whole house. That's $12,000 saved per year. Let's say you cook your own food. That's $11,000 per year saved. If you save on energy, let's say you save $100 per month, that equals $1,200 per year. If you save on gas, let's say you save $100 per month, that means you save $1,200 per year. And if you invest $10,000 at an 8% interest rate, that means you make $800 a year. Finally, if you work a second job 10 hours a week at $20 per hour, that adds up to $10,400 per year. So the total amount saved over the year is $36,600. This means that you can make an additional $36,600 per year by just changing a few things in your life. Now, the final point on the wealth building triangle is increasing your skills, which is equivalent to increasing your income potential. So I went through 3 years of pharmacy school and it was tough as hell. There were some nights that I had so much anxiety that I only slept for 3 or 4 hours. I also worked at the Stanford Hospital for my pharmacy internship. I ended up working or studying from 6 a.m. until 9 or 10 p.m. every single day for 6 days a week. There were also no summer breaks, but in the end, I got an entry-level pharmacy job paying $72 per hour, which rose to $90 per hour during the last 7 years working as a pharmacist. Throughout my success journey, there is a Tony Robbins quote that stuck with me. Hard times create strong people. Strong people create good times. Good times create weak people, and weak people create hard times. The question becomes, who will you decide to be? Somebody who thrives in hard times to create an easier life for yourself, or somebody who shies away from stress and creates a harder life for themselves? One last thought I will leave you with. Increasing your skills, which increases your income potential, does not have an immediate payoff, and so it is less desirable for many people. However, this third tool is the only one which will permanently raise your income ceiling. That is why those willing to invest in themselves and have delayed gratification are the ones who end up being the most successful. When somebody comes up to me and asks to get rich quick in real estate, I say there's no such thing. And this is a very bad mindset to have. If you want to build wealth in real estate, you have to first focus on building your real estate investing skills, which might not have an immediate return. But if you get into real estate to play the long game, are persistent, and don't care about how long it will actually take, I guarantee you will be successful in real estate over time. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends and family. And also, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so it can reach more people who are struggling with getting started in real estate. And I'll see you in next week's video. Thank you.